Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my week 6 battle of the UCL. I am pokeaim, coach of the BRONX BEARTICS. Now this time we are taking on Twit and the Grand Canyon Greninjas. If you have not checked out any of my previous UCL battles or even the team preparation video for this battle, the link will be down below and in the description. It is, it's the playlist down there. But Twit definitely has a bunch of threats. I got my notepad ready though to write down whatever he brings, and let's get into it. Okay, so he brings. Oh, there's no mana. Yo, he just loses to my Greninjas. Holy crap, nice. He didn't even bring a Scavalier. Okay, Alakazam. They're all holding items. Let me just make sure. Emboar. Alright, so I have a really good chance of just sweeping him with my Manaphy. Though he could be Quick Feet, Ursaring, Scarf Nidoking, freaking Scarf Emboar. All of those are threats. Scarf Rotom. So Manaphy can put in some work versus his team. I think Greninjas can definitely sweep him. He didn't even bring Buffalon, so I could just spam Spore as much as I want. Emboar. I don't even need a king. Okay, need a king. Ursaring. Sorry guys, just making sure I know everything. Rotom Wash. And Altaria. So I definitely have to keep my Amoonguss alive. Though it does have free switch-ins versus Altaria and Rotom Wash. Even Fire Blast won't do too much. I'm actually going to lead off with my Tornadus, just in case he wants to lead off with that Nidoking and it's actually Choice Scarf or Choice in some sort of way. I can knock it off. And we'll go from there. My Tornadus can outspeed his entire team, so looking like a pretty good lead of choice for me, I would say. If he leads off with Alakazam, I just get off a free knockoff. He does have Altaria as a Mega, of course, which is something that we have seen. But, yeah, I'm going to lead off with my Big Bird as my opponent chooses to lead off with his Rotom. Now, kind of want to go for knockoff, that way my Manaphy 100% outspeed, so I'm actually just going to click knockoff right here. I don't care if he burns me. I don't necessarily need my Tornadus super healthy, only for his Alakazam as well as his Nidoking. So I'm actually just going to go right for knockoff. I'm going to risk him burning me. If he has Choice Scarf, I get off the... I don't expect him to Wisp because I do have Rotom Wash in the back, so I expect him just to go straight for the Volt Switch. If he's Choice Scarf and goes for Thunderbolt, I do knock off his Choice item, which is nice. If he Specs, I still knock off that item and I can live any hit. Though if he does go for Thunderbolt, I do play around with Paralysis Chance or anything like that. But I still think it's my best bet, or in my best interest, to knock off this thing's item, as I do outspeed him, so we know he's not Choice Scarf. I knocked off his Chesto Berry, so he's Resto Chesto. Resto, Chesto, knocked off. So that's good to know. That means one of his movesets is Rest, and it's not Pain Split. Knocked off. He did go for T-Bolt. Just writing that down. I'm actually just going to go for U-Turn right now. That's good because that means that my Manaphy will 100% be able to outspeed him. I can U-Turn right out into my, well, let's see. Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, and I'm assuming Rest. He could have Volt Switch too, but I'm just going to go right out into my 83%. I should be able to wall this thing. If he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, that is completely fine. He's already in range of, well, even if he was at full, he was in range of the +3. The +3 energy ball, but he ends up going right for the Will-O-Wisp, and I am just going to click Spore at this point. He does not have a switch in. I do not mind that my Amoonguss is burnt because its job is just to take a hit from Altaria and click Clear Smog just in case it's Dragon Dance. Weavile really hurts my opponent's team. One thing my opponent could do though is go out into Emboar, assuming he might be Safety Goggles or something like that, but we know he does have Wisp, so T-Bolt, Wisp. I guess he doesn't have Volt Switch. That's completely fine though, as like I said, I will be able to click Spore right here. Something is going to sleep. If Emboar comes out, he's either going to be a Safety Goggles set or a Sleep Talking set, either of which I am okay with. He does not have a Defogger, nor does he have Rocks on his team unless Nidoking is his rocker. So again, I am okay with that. But he does withdraw his Rotom. I'm expecting Emboar to want to come out if it is like a Safety Goggles variant, as he actually ends up bringing out Ursaring. Okay, so maybe his Ursaring is a Sleep Talking variant. Not entirely sure. I'm actually not entirely sure. I don't think Guts is boosted by sleep anymore in this generation. I could be wrong. Let me actually check that real quick, because I kind of want to get up Rocks. They do hurt his entire team. Guts, Bulbapedia. Just gonna make sure I know what I'm talking about. Guts ability. Outside of battle, mystery dungeon. I don't care about mystery dungeon. Wikipedia, bro, you failing me. Major. Outside of battle. Guts. Oh, even by sleep. Okay, so it's still boosted by sleep. No, this is generation 3. Hello, help me. Help. Whatever, I'm just gonna assume it does. What I kind of want to do is just go directly into my jam vads right here. I want to get on my rocks as quickly as possible. I am Focus Sash. I get my regenerator back, and if he wants to sleep talk, which is something I am expecting him to do, that is completely fine. Though I do want this for Emboar, I think that I can handle Emboar in the back. So he doesn't actually have sleep talk, which is cool. I'm gonna go right for my stealth rock right here, just getting them up for the majority of the game, as he's burnt his first turn of sleep. That is the absolute, like, that is the mandatory turn of sleep. So Ursaring is spored. Let me just make sure I know that. Spored. He is gonna wake up as he goes for protect. Completely fine, because I know that Doug Trio will 100% be able to outspeed his Ursaring. Even with the quick feet, it does not outspeed Dougie. Now it all depends on what I want to do. So let me look up Doug Trio real quick and make sure that that Earthquake 2-hit KOs Ursaring and new quick feet. That is level. Let me make it level 50. Okay, it does 2-hit KO. There's a chance to, so I'm just gonna go right for the Earthquake right here. Maybe I should have went for Sub first, actually. Sub might have been... No, if he takes a 6%, he'll 100% be O-code. And I get a crit on top of that, which doesn't necessarily matter. He's trapped in. Ursaring does not have any... defensive boost, and yeah, that crit did not matter because he would have been 2-hit KO'd, as you could tell by the damage. So that is good to know. Maybe I should have went for... after seeing that damage, I think that Earthquake was my better play, no matter what. But I do outspeed Ursaring, like I said, after the quick feet, and Ursaring is gone. But I am at my Focus Sash, though. But Ursaring being gone is really nice. That was a threat that I did not want to switch into. And he has a few Pokemon he can go out into. He can go out to Emboar, and if he outspeeds me, then it confirms that he's Choice Scarf. If he goes out to Nidoking and outspeeds me, it confirms he's Choice Scarf. Alakazam Speed Ties. Altaria would be the only Pokemon that could set up on me, and Rotom Wash would come in, but we know he does not have Volt Switch, so he can't really make a play from there. And the fact that Ursaring is gone is really nice, because once again, I can click Spore whenever my Amoonguss comes out, and I can still save my Jam Vads for the Memento. Now, I guess Choice Scarf Emboar could be an issue. He actually brings out that Rotom, though, which is really nice. Kind of want a double Earthquake, predicting him to predict my Amoonguss, but I'm actually just going to go right into... I really want a double Earthquake, predicting him to predict my Amoonguss. Like, I feel like he's going to double out into Emboar right now. Amoonguss is the easiest switch of my life. Do I want to make that play? Because he's not trapped by Arena Trap because of Thunderbolt. Maybe he doesn't have Hydro Pump. No, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp. I'm actually going to double Earthquake. Nah, he stays in. Alright, that's fine though. That was a mistake on my part, as he goes right for Hydro Pump. I didn't expect him to, because I do have a Amoonguss that 100% switches in, so I really thought he had to double right there. But even though he didn't, it doesn't necessarily matter. I do sack my Jam Badge though, so maybe that was like a... It wasn't necessarily a high-risk play, just because I don't necessarily need my Doug Trio. It already did its job. It got rid of Ursaring, though trapping Emboar would be nice. I feel like I am set back a turn right there. So, I'm going to go out into my Amoonguss right now, as you guys can see, and I'm just going to click Spore once again. Really surprised he didn't double right there. Just because if I went out to Amoonguss, I click Spore anyway. I guess he wants Rotom as sleep fodder. Not entirely sure. But Ursaring being gone is one major threat that could hit my hard body hard as hell with that Guts boosted facade. I assume it was Quick Feet though, because a Guts variant usually runs max HP, and that Earthquake did way too much damage. But it's looking pretty good though. His Rotom is almost in range of, depending on what I Spore right now, I could actually Tail Glow up and sweep him. It really depends on what he does though. I'm assuming... Because what I'm going to do is, after I Spore him, I'm going to go out into my Manaphy, because Manaphy has a good matchup versus whatever he's going to switch in after. So, because he didn't go directly in the Emboar, I'm pretty positive he is not... I'm pretty positive he's actually not a Sleep Talk or a Safety Goggles variant. So, it might be Choice Scarf, I don't know. But like I said, I'm just going to go right for the Spore, and then he actually ends up switching out, which is cool. switches out into Emiya. What is that? His Nidoking. Okay, that is completely fine by me, as I'm going to be able to hit this thing with the Spore. Upon switching, that also prevents potential rocks, and he is not going to be able to burn the turn until after I switch out. So right now, his best bet is either staying in and burning turns, or switching out into Emboar, making a double into Emboar. So I'm actually going to pull a double into, I'm going to pull a switch out into my Manaphy right now, because if he stays in, I can hit that thing with Surf. If he switches out, then I can get the switch advantage right now. And let me actually calc Emboar. Emboar, are you Choice Scarf? Level 50. Oh, Wild Charge, Choice Scarf Wild Charge, is it Reckless? No, it does not have Reckless. Yeah, Reckless does 63 to 75.5%. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get in my Manaphy right here. We already know my Manaphy does outspeed his, this is about 50%. Let me write the Rotom is at 50% concentration. But we already know it does outspeed his Nidoking unless he's Scarf. Spored. Nidoking is Spored. So make sure that Nidoking is Spored. And we broke any potential Focus Sashes with that. So I think he would have to double right here, and if I'm being honest, I really do. Or he could stay in and burn the turn and sleep. Surf does 83 to 99.5% if he is max HP Emboar. I'm thinking turn ahead, because if he stays in, I knock him out 100%. If he doesn't, then yeah, so he does pull that double. I'm assuming into Emboar, as it's actually Altaria. I'm surprised he brought out Altaria on my Amoonguss. Really surprised, actually. But yeah, that actually really threw me off guard, because I could have just clicked Sludge Bomb right there. But I'm going to go right back out into my Amoonguss. I'm assuming he's a special attacking Altaria if he brought it in on my Amoonguss. And even if he's a Dragon Dancing variant, I can just Clear Smog or Sludge Bomb. Altaria being in is fine. It just took that Stealth Rock damage, which is exactly what I need. Again, Nidoking has not burnt any turns. Not burnt any turns of sleep. So if he's a Dragon Dance variant, then Amoonguss walls it. If he's a special attacking variant, he'll go for Hyper Voice right now. If he goes for Fire Blast, predicting my Amoonguss, good play on my opponent's part. But if he does go for Fire Blast, I am in the clear, because that means he is a special attacking variant. So I am expecting the Mega Evolve right here and either go for Return or reveal the what's it called? Reveal the Fire Blast if he's a special attacking variant. So Hyper Voice or Return is what I'm thinking he's gonna do, but gonna be able to go right back out into my 83%, which does wall the majority of his team. Really surprised that he didn't bring Buffont or Escavaliers. He actually pulls a double into Rotom, I'm assuming. Yep, he actually pulls a double into Rotom, which is fine by me. It does take that Stealth Rock damage. It is at 50%. Altaria will be coming in at 50%. I guess he was fearing the Ice Beam right there. I don't think it would have knocked out. Let me actually calc that, because if it would have knocked out Mega Altaria, I doubt it would have knocked out Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria. It actually does a lot, holy crap. But it does only under half, yeah. So I'm going to be able to go for the Sludge Bomb right here. That will hit anything that he wants to switch out into. I'm assuming Emboar is going to want to come out, or maybe Nidoking, but Alexander, the Emboar. So able to hit the Emboar upon switching with this Sludge Bomb. This is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's well over half, and on top of that, I even get the poison. Sorry about that, bro. I really am. But it is like Scald, and that means this Emboar is 100% on a timer. Now, Amoonguss does wall the majority of his team. When I said that Hard Body can definitely win, I meant it, but at this point, I think I can go for game with just my Manaphy plus my Weavile plus Tornadus plus Amoonguss. Basically, though, I think Hard Body is the most expendable member on my team. So what I am going to do is just go right out into my Reuniclus, my Hard Body. Though, like I said, he had nothing to stop it after Calm Mind. At this point, I'm just using it to rack up the recoil from any attack he wants to go for. And if he wants to go for Wild Charge, predicting my Manaphy, that is completely fine. He does go for that Wild Charge, predicting my Manaphy, so that does absolutely nothing. I'm thinking he's Choice Scarf, maybe? He might actually be Choice Scarf. And at this point, I believe... Yeah, I think he's Choice Scarf. I believe I can go right for Calm Mind. Because Hard Body can definitely win this game. I was gonna sack it if he went for Flare Blitz, because it would have 2-KO'd me, I think, with Reckless. And if he was banded, obviously not. But he does go for the wild charge again, as I am going to be able to calm mind up. And what this does is it allows me to break any potential, it will allow me to break any potential focus sash on, not potential focus sash, but like a potential sub on Alakazam. And obviously Weavile can come out and smack him anyway. Alakazam, I mean, Alakazam doesn't have the best stats. Yeah, +1 psychic easily breaks the sub. It is 36 to 43%. So Emboar is going to go down to the combination of the Sludge Bomb plus the Recoil. At 1 Calm Mind, I do OHKO the majority of his team. Mega Altaria. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mega Altaria. Yeah, Mega Altaria actually goes down after Stealth Rock. So he goes out into the Altaria right now. He can roost up if he wants to, but if he's bulky, he won't be able to kill me. This Psychic is actually going to blow him back. So I'm assuming he's a Dragon Dance variant. He can't Dragon Dance on this Calm Mind though, because if he's not running any HP, this Calm Mind does 58 to 70%. He can try and roost if he wants to. He actually goes for a Haze. Oh, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I mean, this Psychic is still going to do a lot though. And I did force him to Mega Evolve, which is really nice. He's not specially defensive either, as you see how much that did. Now, I don't want to risk him like... I know he's going to roost right here, so I'm just going to go right out into 83% because I can just fire off a Sludge Bomb. If he attacks me, that is completely fine. He goes down to Stealth Rock at that point. If he roosts, I can now hit him with the super effective Sludge Bomb, doing a hell of a lot. My 83% does 57 to 69%, so he actually goes for Tailwind. That is really interesting. But I can honestly just sack my Amoonguss right here. So that's turn 1 of Tailwind gone. There are 3 more turns after that. I'm just going to click Sludge Bomb. If he wants to roost, he will go down to the, he'll go down to Sludge Bomb anyway. If he wants to switch out into Nidoking, that is completely fine. He still has not burnt a turn of sleep, as I said prior. So I'll be able to do some damage to that thing. He does go right for Heal Belt. Ooh, waking up his Nido. Ooh, that is really cool. I'm going to say it's awake now. Awake and is living. But I am able to hit him with the Sludge Bomb right there, knocking out his Mega Altaria. All he has left is Alakazam, Nidoking, and Rotom Wash. Now, Amoonguss has done its job. That is turn 2 of Tailwind gone. Turn 1, turn 2. So he only has 2 more turns left. So this is a pretty cool Amoonguss right here. Maybe, yeah, it's actually really cool. I mean, Altaria. I've never seen a Heal Belling. I've seen Heal Belling, but I've never seen a Hazing set. And sorry if you hear anything going on in the background. But a Nidoking is going to come out. I don't want to Spore into a sub, a potential sub. Nidoking, you Life Orb. Let me just calc how much HP Fire does. I doubt it could break a sub. I'm just going to go right for HP Fire. No reason not to. I'll be putting him in range of Ice Shard. He could have sub. Definitely. I don't want to go for Spore into sub. Unfortunately, I do not have Giga Drain, as you guys should know by now. But somebody's dying downstairs. Holy crap. I don't know if you guys could hear that. But again, I'm just going to go right for HP Fire right here. No reason not to. He can go right for Ice Beam. Depending on how much damage it does, it will confirm if he's Scarf or not. He goes for Flamethrower. I don't think it will knock me out, even if he is Life Orb. And I will be able to get off this this HP Fire on his Nidoking. Now, I think that actually puts Nidoking in range of Ice Shard. I get a crit on top of that, man. Why am I critting him with everything? Yeah, Ice Shard does 66 to 80%. Not even bad. And that was turn 3 of Tailwind. So this is turn 4, and he's going to be able to knock me out with that. He's going to be able to knock me out this turn. So I'm just going to go right for the HP Fire again. If he wants to try and go for sub, this will be the final turn of Tailwind. So after that, I can just go right out into... There's a few plays I can do. I could go out into my Weavile and Ice Shard, though it's kind of tricky because I don't want him to be Choice Scarf and I don't want to get a super low roll. So I think that'd be a throw if I'm being honest. The other play I could make, he's not Choice Scarf though. He's actually a Life Orb variant if anything. And Tailwind should definitely peter out right here as it does. So I believe my best play is just going right out into, I want to say Manaphy. I don't want to go out into my Weavile and have him be like a max HP variant and like live my 252 and live my knockoff, which it would be a roll if he was like a max HP variant. So this is the best way to prevent him from prevents him from basically having rolls, because Surf 100% knocks out the Nidoking at this range. And if he wants to go out to Rotom, we already know I do outspeed. I can easily knock it out with Energy Ball at the range of HP it is at. And all he has left is that Alakazam, this Nidoking, as well as that Rotom Wash. So it's looking pretty comfy for me. I think my Weavile plus my Tornadus just win the game. Manaphy can also win the game at this point if it really wants to. Tailwind was very interesting. I think he needed to have... I think he needed to be like a banded Emboar with Tailwind to break through my team. That Sludge Bomb Poison definitely helped a ton. And I've been critting this guy. I don't think the crit mattered on Ursaring, because you can see it would have 2-hit KO'd without the crit anyway, especially after Poison. But... I mean, the HP Fire crit on Nidoking, it did a bit more, though at the end of the day, I would have gone out to Manaphy anyway because I was still hesitant. But gonna go right for the Surf, picking up the KO on his Nidoking right now, as all he has left is the Alakazam as well as that Rotom Wash. Now Rotom will go down to Energy Ball, and Alakazam can definitely go down to combination of Weavile plus Tornadus. So I believe I'll just spam Surf on the Alakazam, even if he's a Combine variant. Tornadus outspeeds and can U-turn / knockoff. And so can Weavile. Weavile can knock off. If he's like a Scarf Alakazam, I have Ice Shard. And Scarf Alakazam can't beat the combination of Weavile plus Tornadus. And goes out to his Rotom. I guess he assumes I don't have Energy Ball, but I'm definitely packing Energy Ball, as Rotom was one of his main stops to my Manaphy, and I think it was in my best interest to go for to have Energy Ball on this set. And it 100% outgoes Rotom at like what, 35%. And I know that I 100% do outspeed. I actually changed my spread from the video that I made to outspeed max speed Rotom. So basically I'm running modest max speed Manaphy with some special attack and some HP. The special attack investment, if you didn't watch my team building video, was to knock out Buffalon at +3 after Stealth Rock, to knock out Scavalier at +3 after Stealth Rock with Surf, you know, assuming I Tail Glowed up. But at this point, the Rotom Wash will go down, and 100% will go down. There's nothing... I mean, I guess he's just going to click Thunderbolt right here, but I don't know what he's actually thinking about. He doesn't really have another play he can make. Maybe he wants to double, trying to predict me to switch out to something, though I don't really have the best switch-ins to this Rotom. Maybe he might double into Alakazam, predicting me to go out into my Reuniclus and try and Calm Mind up alongside that thing. Because it would be hard for him to Calm Mind up alongside my Manaphy. But at this point, my Manaphy could just click Energy Ball, knock out the Rotom, and yeah, finally the turn goes through. Rotom will 100% go down to this Energy Ball, and all he has left is that Alakazam. Now, I'm pretty sure I can have the game right now. I guess a Calm Mind Recover, what's it called? A Calm Mind Recover Focus Sash variant could be scary, but I'm just gonna go for Surf right here, as all he has left is that Alakazam. And honestly, he didn't bring a lot of the Pokemon that I was more scared of. Emboar was definitely something I was scared of, but because he didn't bring a Scavalier and Buffalon, even Cofagrigus, which would have been a little bit of an issue, Buffalon in general, just because it would have definitely stopped anything that my Amoonguss wants to go for. I would not have been able to click Sport at all this entire game. I guess I sort of made a misplay when I kept in Dugstrio, but honestly, because I did have Amoonguss in the back and it was already burnt, I really thought the double was one of the most probable plays that my opponent could make. And I'm sorry that you hear my landline. People actually having landlines in 2015, that's crazy. That does a lot, so I'm assuming he is a Life Orb variant, as I am able to hit him with the Surf, breaking any potential Focus Sash on this Alakazam, also doing well over half. So if he wants to try and recover off, that is completely fine. Again, sorry if you do hear that phone. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't know why we have a phone in 2015 when nobody picks it up. We all have cell phones, people. But the captain of the BearTicks is finally going to go down, as I believe I'm going to let Weavile see the light of day, and Zeph is just going to come out, and I'm just going to click Knockoff, honestly. 100% knockout Alakazam. Any Focus Sash is broken. If he's Scarf Energy Ball, he would need like a super crit on this, as well as like he needs to be able to switch up moves on Tornadus. But Alakazam is going to go down, and that will be a 3-0 in my favor. So he was a Focus Sash variant, as you can tell after that knockoff. I really love that it actually tells you the item. But we have defeated Twit, and yeah, so good game, Twit, guys. Definitely go check him out. His link will be down below in the description. Also check out the playlist for the entirety of my UCL journey. Next week I will be playing Shady Penguin. Should be very fun. He has a bunch of threats on his team. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe if you want. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. And yeah, until next time, guys. Later.